welcome back to Return to Vanilla. And as you'll see, we're down in the basement, and my grass has grown. And the odd thing about this is it's grown all in one day. So I'm kind of wondering who's been out in the hinterlands in my chunks, and if I might be seeing some prank action soon, or if it was just somebody passing through. Well, as you can see, I've made some room here, and I've got this channel dug here, and I think it's time that we bring our farms downstairs inside and make them mechanized. As you can see, I've got a piston down at the bottom, and what this is going to be is this is going to be the start of our pumpkin and watermelon farm. And I kind of want to sync them. What I want to do in the end is have a space where I can just run down and pick things up. You know, at least with pumpkins and watermelons, you don't have to replant them. So this will be as simple as throwing a lever or pushing a button, and this will pop up and retract. And then the pumpkins and lemons will be here and broken. And then I can just run along and pick them up, and the plant will be here, and it will only have one place to grow, so that we don't have like the messy bits all over the place. And I think I'm going to put some lighting up in here, probably jack-o'-lanterns, because that's what I've got right now. Well, I've also got some glowstone, but I don't want to use it up. This down here is going to be a little hairy, because of course we're below lava level down here. And I've got to have, if I remember this correctly, I've got to run the power into the bottom of these, so I've got to have a bunch of repeaters. I've made 2 stacks of pistons already. All this mining has paid off. So I've got to have room for all this redstone down here, plus room to actually come down and change things if I want to change them. Because I don't like walling up my redstone permanently, because I like to play around with it. So we're going to get that set up, and we'll be back to wire it. So we'll see you in a little bit. And we're back. I've got the design done on the top. As you can see, I had remedied that the thing that I had forgot about these having to be sticky pistons because they have to retract. This is the rest of that shaft. I don't know if I'm going to leave an access here or not. I decided pumpkins every 5, give enough light. And I kept the ceiling low so I could just run and jump, hop along, and zoom through, and everything should pick up. If I hug the walls, because there's going to be a block up here, if I hug the walls, I should be able to pick up anything that falls in the plant area back there. And there should be plenty enough room for everything to grow, and I decided to turn this grass just to match this out here, because it looks kind of nice. When you're down in the gray all the time, it just kind of gets kind of depressing. Now what I have to do, this is still access, I'm thinking of duplicating this over here for watermelon, or I can do one side pumpkin, one side watermelon. But I think I need the pumpkins, for lighting, more than I need the watermelon, so I can harvest the pumpkins more, if I keep them over here on one circuit and put watermelons over here on another circuit, and then I can have them share this wall for lighting, so that's like a little less, but I don't know, that's going to require something a little different probably than I have down here, because what I've got is, you have to have the repeater going in, and then you have to have a block behind for the redstone to go up, and then it'll all link along here, and it'll all grid up, and I will have to throw repeaters in, every so often down on here, and then I can wrap it around the back end and bring it up here, or I can just run another set right here. So I've still got all this dangerous undergroundy bit with the lava to dig out. So I'm going to get to that, and I will be back when that's done. Well, we're almost done with the wiring. Oops, overshot that a little bit. Let's see. So we have to get to the first one that's not lit. And even though this one's lit, it won't continue up. Can't put the repeater up here, or else it will interfere with all these, and the ones it won't feed into the ones that it isn't pointing at. Unless things have changed. Let's try it. I could save some redstone that way. See, yeah, it won't feed that one. So that's no good. Can't do that then. That's the way it used to be. So at least that's one thing that I remember from old vanilla that hasn't changed. See, now that one will fire because it loops around and makes a complete circuit. So now we're all go down here. And this is continued the same lighting. All these pistons are now extended. And that goes on both sides. This is where the lever drops down. I'll show you that right now. And this is what our little room will look like. This will be covered up, and these will be covered up. I'll have a little access over there, I believe. And I lit these up a little better so that hopefully this grass will grow. Maybe somebody will come down and lurk, and it'll grow a little faster. But now, of course, we'll have the dirt here. I can actually put that in right now. Woohoo, this was done a whole lot faster than I thought it would be, which is kind of nice. Whoops. And, whoa, that was a little laggy. I think I'm probably running too many things at one time. I've been working, I've been watching some videos. Somebody's doing a Let's Play of Song of Saya, which is really... It got some mature themes to it. So if you're under 18, or you don't like really strange, weird stuff, don't watch it. But if you're under 18, it's definitely not appropriate. So they had mentioned that is one of the kind of like a thing you should check out on the last extra credits. And I like strange, so oops. And I don't have the patience to play through kind of like the graphic novels, manga, stuff like that. Because it's just basically sit there, read, sit there, read, sit there, read. And I would rather be a little more active. But I do like to hear it read out, as in like an LP. Alright, so. Okay, and that didn't work. Why? Okay. What do we got going on? What? That must be looping somehow. Why is that? It's dead here. What? Okay, it's feeding. Why is it feeding? Okay, something has changed from how these things operate before. So I don't know why there's power here, because nothing is a power generator. Besides, I didn't have a... No, I didn't leave a... Did not leave a redstone torch down here. The only thing I'm thinking is maybe it's this? Is somehow coming back... Ah, I know what it is. I've got to go around. That's what it is. I've got to go around the back instead of around the front. I think. Now, why is this still lit? This should not be lit. There's legit no power coming to it. Okay, weirdest thing ever. Do you guys see a torch that I'm missing? Everything? Mystery power? Maybe I left one on up top? Somewhere. Okay. Why is the redstone lit when it shouldn't be? Is this powering another block that I don't know anything about? No. Because they're still... Okay, and this one's down. Why are these not down? Wow, I'm really confused now. Okay, well, apparently something has changed. And I don't know anything about it. I've set up plenty of farms that were like this before. Actually, exactly like this. It's not flashing, so it's not like a clock. Why is this on? I think I need a consult. Alright, let me try a few things, and I'll be back. Okay, we were back. That only took a minute. Either I had forgotten this, or this has changed. But well, yeah, and there's a thunderstorm going on. I still can't figure out how to turn the sound on that one down, so please bear with me. I might not be remembering this correctly, but from before, I thought that you had to have these going into them. That's why I made 2 stacks of repeaters to do this. But I also seem to remember an upsy-downsy kind of thing, so I am guessing that this will work. Yeah, see, when I take this off, there goes the power. So let's hook this up really quick and make certain that this works. And it's just going to be these front few. I have the lever right here. Then the thunderstorms on this server are scary. Let me tell you what. There we go. Okay. Looks like we have a working system. Let me power to it. Now, I never ran into that before. That if you power it, it'll like stay on forever. I wonder what kind of applications there are in that. Because that's interesting. I'll have to mess around with some more redstone. Because it's been a long time since I've done this. Well, this is the long part. So, I'll be back when we have something more to show you. Oh my god, it's slime! One good thing, I've been getting lots and lots of slime balls while I've been down here. And that's good, because then I can make the other side with the watermelon. Because that was the only thing I was really missing. Was the extra slime balls. And I'm loving this green. I've got to get some more dirt up in here. It's more grindy, but finally got it done. Things are very, very different than they used to be. What I've had to do is, this is the feed coming down from the switch. It's the back of the furnaces and just right there. When the current peters out right here, you have to actually loop it down so it misses touching these. Otherwise, it creates some kind of stable circuit, and it's like a permanent on state for everything else. So every time you have to extend the current, you've got to like put a stopper in here and give it a 1 block separation so that it doesn't loop back upon itself. And that's just so weird because we never had to do that before. I've got to go to some of my old worlds and see if I've actually got them, but I don't think I do. I think the last time I did this was probably on Chunk Error, and it was not this complicated. It was actually rather straightforward. But, I mean, I tried everything, and it could be that I could have these next to each other, but it just ended up in this configuration, so I just left it that way. But I know that you do have... Well, no, it couldn't, because this had to be lower, because this has to break this connection from this block to connecting to that block. That piece of circuit has to stop. And I'm sure there's simpler ways. I even tried putting torches underneath, but I didn't think that would work because that's a torch is a power source, so that wasn't gonna do it. I also tried to put a bit of redstone under there, and I didn't think that was going to work either because that didn't used to. So there are lots and lots and lots of different things that are going on with redstone that I need to learn. So there's that, and now what I'll need to do is I need to hoe up these spots and plant some seeds and see if we can get us a harvest. So we'll be back to see that. And welcome back. I just got done fixing a minor zombie problem, falling from the ceiling of the ravine, and then coming and smacking me in the back and scaring me to death when I was in chest. So you'll see, we've gotten our stuff straight. I did have to take the solid blocks out of above the plants. I wasn't aware that that would stop them from growing, but I do still get the bumper value for being able to run up against here from the glass, so that still works. So let me show you what we got in the guts, and if you'll notice, there is the melon farm, same size. This will be wheat. I am currently excavating some lava that's unfortunately above me. But this is what we ended up with down here. It's a mirror image, pretty much, of levers with the rows all the way down on both sides. Pumpkins and melons over here. So that's what we've got. I'm going to put the little guys up here. You know, the demonstration models. Or whatever. This is pull the lever and this is what you get. Boom, boom. And then you just run up one side. Ooh, that one grew right away. You just have to remember not to pop those out. Up one side, down the other. You get them all. Stack +8. And that wasn't even a full set. So, and the same thing for over here. Boom, boom. These guys I don't really need as much, and we've got more than enough for all of our all of our brewing needs. And I used to eat a lot of watermelons, but now it's just you eat all the time if you eat watermelons. There we go. You get better saturation from meat. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these guys, but that's all for now. We got some farms going on, so we've actually done our first little redstone bits. And actually, it's not little; it's a lot of redstone down there. And I should probably have this together. I'm not going to show you this. This is, everybody does these wheat farms. It's the same. It's a, an 8-drop, and they fall off the edge. And yeah, that's basically it. It's really easy. And then the water stops here. Collection trough. Simple. Everybody does these. So we'll take a look at it after it's done. But I'm not going to go through that with you because there's a million tutorials out there. So there's our beginning farms, which we still can't see yet. So we're set on 2 fronts. And we'll see you on the flip side.